I boom. So I want to get to this. Something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Is the fact that I don't think Kentucky needs to fire Mark Stoops right now. It's because of this kid right here. This kid's legit. He could play. He's taking bumps and bruises right now. But if I'm Kentucky, they already don't want to pay his buyout. But I know I might have something in this kid. And I believe if Mark Stoops has a quarterback, he can win ball games in this conference. And he's shown that. He just hasn't. He's been looking from all these different quarterbacks. Zach Calzada stinks. Brock Vanderger stinks. Stunk. Devin kid from NC State, he stunk. Will Levis stunk. He had that one good year or whatever, but even he wasn't. I mean, he was winning with Levis. That tell you a lot. But even he wasn't all that. Cutter Boley could be the best quarterback he's ever had come through that program. They got a kid Gavin Wimsatt from Rutgers. He's really a running back. If anything, like he stinks. So Kentucky got the worst of the worst at quarterback, and now they have a chance to get one of the best. And I'm excited. Like I think just because of this kid, and he flashed last year in Austin to me as a Texas. I watched him come in. I watched the offense look completely different and able to. When he got in, the offense was able to move the ball. When he got in, now were they able to capitalize on points? I don't think they scored a point in that game with him. I'm not sure. Well, I know there were some opportunities where they didn't score, where they probably should have scored and they didn't. But he flashed versus Texas, and that defense was dominant last year. And he came in and he didn't. I mean, he didn't really like flinch. Like he get in there, and made plays, and then he had his mistakes, but he went in there and made plays. Well, a lot of guys in his position wouldn't have done that, especially off of just like you didn't expect it. And then when I look at the Georgia game, I mean, look, dude, he's making plays. He's having his mistakes, but the flashes are there, and really Kentucky just couldn't get out their own way. So it ain't like it's just him. It's really a lot of the people around him right now aren't helping him either. But this kid has talent, and Mark Stoops could coach. Like, what's the chance Kentucky's gonna fire Mark Stoops and find a better coach? Tell me the percentage of that. What's the chance they're gonna fire Mark Stoops and find a better football coach? Mind you, this dude has Liam Cohen, who just knocked off the Chiefs on what Monday Night Football. He was his offensive coordinator. Brad Davis, one of the best defensive coordinators in the conference and in the sport. Like this dude ain't like it ain't like he just like like this dude he had Liam Cohen. Now Liam Cohen looks like a stud. I mean, look if you look at Week Liam Cohen now you couldn't think like this dude was an offensive coordinator at Kentucky, but he got him there. He saw him. He saw what this dude could do. And he got Brad Day, who everybody knows is elite. So it's like it ain't like he just he stink, his coaching staff stink, and he just hiring duds. And the dude has shown something. He got Barron Brown, he had Dane Key. Barron Brown's at LSU, Dane Key's where at Nebraska. They're both starting. Really good receivers, like it ain't like he not putting some dudes in the NFL, right? Maxwell Harrison, first round pick corner, a lot of some other dudes. Like I'm telling you, like I'm you're not Kentucky. The chance of Kentucky finding a better football coach than Mark Stoops is pretty low, pretty low. It's going to be really hard for them to find one that's better than him. If I'm Kentucky, I'm sticking with this guy because I know he can coach. And I'm going to tell you this: I'm giving him the end of 2026. I'll give you 3 years of Cutter Boyle. Last year, this year, he's playing. He's going to play the rest of the season. I hope so. If Mark Stoops knows what he's doing, and that'll be 2026. And I bet you him and Cutter Boley gonna figure it out, and they're gonna start. Not it may not be this year. And the thing for Kentucky is, it's not so much of winning games, like just how does Cutter Boley look? How does this team look when he's on the field? Are we getting close? Can we see that there's something there? There's potential there because you can't watch the Georgia game and tell me you can't see the potential of Cutter Boley. You can't watch the Texas game last year and say you can't see potential versus that defense of Jada Barron, Ant Hill, Colin Simmons, all those guys, and not tell me you don't see the potential in this defense. And I mean, my bad, and Cutter Boley, the potential is there. He just needs to play. He should have been a starting quarterback coming into the season. I thought that was going to be the guy. That was a mistake for starting Zach Calzada. But I'm telling you, when this guy switch flips, which it will flip. When this switch flips for him, I'm just telling you, watch out because I'm telling you, Mark Stoops is going to be hard to beat. They got a big time kid from Shaman Madonna. Shaman His name is Daenerys Gray. He's going to be a really good kid for them. If I'm Kentucky, that's what I'm doing. I think try to go get some linemen in the portal if you can. But in the portal, we know portal's loaded receivers. Go get a couple receivers. See whoever you can get in high school. You already got the Daenerys Gray kid from Shaman Madonna, who I think is going to be a stud for them. as a freshman next year. Go see you get a tight end if you need it, and put some weapons around this kid. I'm not sure what the process is with Seth McGowan and how much else because his career's just been like up and like and he's been technically in college but not in college and he was on the team and then kicked off. I don't even know how much LB he has left, but if McGowan can come back, great. But you always want to see if you can add more there. And that kind of stuff. And Kentucky's had some good backs in the past. Recently Ray Davis, right? I think Benny Hill too was a stud for them when I was young. But I think Stoops has some running backs that they can lean on. I forgot. I feel like I'm forgetting a Kentucky running back that's been really good recently. But obviously Ray Davis was the one. I think he was there. That was the year he was part of that team running a lot. But either way, like the dude can identify talent. I would just throw money at it. I'm gonna give him some money to go to the portal, get some receivers, get some weapons around him, building off the line, and then whatever Brad Davis needs on defense, see if you can get a couple defensive guys to kind of fix whatever holes are over there. And I'm Kentucky. I'm gonna go to next year with a quarterback. You got to give him weapons though. Give him some weapons on the outside. Give him a running game. Give him a decent offensive line. I mean, he can already scramble. That's the thing about him I like a lot is like Kentucky doesn't have the best. They don't have to have the best O line. They just need to have a decent one that can hold up and doesn't have to run for his life every play. If he could just do that, then I think they'll be all right. A tight end or two, his vertical threat tight end, and that kind of stuff. We'll get some weapons, and then you're gonna have Daenerys Gray. See if you can get some guys in high school. Then come and maybe at other position, be an impact guy as a young player, and go. I think they can really win with this kid. I think I think the buyout doesn't make sense for me right now. Like I said, because there's just not many coaches that are better than this dude, and so you got a coach that's better than a lot in America. His problem is he just hasn't been able to have a quarterback. And so if I'm Kentucky, I'm giving him into the end of next year. And he doesn't figure out by the end of the next year. Then I understand. Okay, fire him. Cutter Boley had plenty of time. They had this season and next and 2026, and they just didn't figure it out. That's 2 years of playing time, and the switch never flipped with them two. Okay, I get it, but you see the potential. It'd be dumb of me, not dumb of me. I wouldn't do it. Honestly, I'm telling you where I stand. It'd be dumb of Kentucky to fire a coach that they're not most likely not going to find somebody that's a better coach than Mike Stoops. So keep the guy, let him figure out with the quarterback he recruited, and they got another quarterback coming in too. That's gonna be he's like Cutter Poslinski. He's a part-time football player, part-time baseball player. He's supposed to be really good. He's been rising. Matt Polinsky, he's rising the recruiting rankings. So it's like I see something going on here at Kentucky, and while everybody else I may look at it and laugh at them, I'm looking at it like, okay, Cutter Boy could be something. This Matt Polinsky kid could be something. Now you're starting to build something. You're getting Daenerys Gray, we've seen what freshman receivers could do, like Malachi Tony, Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, to carry more. They can help you turn your offense around. So I'm really confident in Boyle. Daenerys Gray gonna help a lot. I'm Kentucky. I'm staying with them to 2026, and then assess whatever happens after 2020, the 26 season, this season, and 2026 season, and then move on from there. That's why I see it. But you cannot deny the flash this kid has. I see the potential in him and Marcus Stoops being able to win games in this conference. I believe in this kid. I think he has a moxie and the energy to win games, and somebody that a fan base can fall in love with at the end of the day. And then a year from now, we could be talking Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops could be looking like a guru right for a year from now. So simple as that.